wake up, come to the arena like in my pajamas, take a hot shower and play. That was my, I kind of kept it simple.
That's good.
No. Kind of like this. So back in the day, we were in Oaks, I lived really close to the arena there, so I could get over there in like 10 minutes. Yeah. So big time on rest. Big time on rest.
How much do you miss the Run TMC days?
I mean, that's like saying, how much do you miss being 25? Great memories. Yeah, but you know, like anything else, you move on and do different things. It's always nice to have those friendships, you know, that last forever. But it's a long time ago. But good memories.
You still keep in touch?
Oh yeah, I see Mitch and Tim all the time. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff together still. Yeah.
Would you do anything different with the career?
That's a really good question. Not really. You know, I've made my mistakes along the way, but we all do. Right? You learn from them. And I think a lot of those things actually, long term, got me back on the right path. Not really. You know, I didn't win an NBA championship. I'm not one of those guys like that keep me up at night, really. You know what I mean? Got to play 16 years, so I feel like I had a blessing career. I had a lot of fun, made a lot of great friends, and you know, as you get older, like you kind of don't even remember the wins and losses and the points. It's kind of like this one big experience.
Yeah.
And like just the blessing to be able to do that. You know, something I loved as a kid, to do it for my profession and still somewhat be involved is pretty amazing.
Do you think that culture played in part because you grew up playing in New York?
That's another good question. I was just talking to Jeff about, so my second son, I got 4 kids, my second son opened up a facility in Brooklyn. We moved back to where I grew up. And it's a beautiful, beautiful facility. And at first I'm like, who's going to come here? Like, New York is so far. But now it's so different. Everything is scheduled, skill development, and having recovery rooms, all these things that when I was a kid, once April came, when the weather changed in New York, we never were in the gym. They basically shut the gyms down, so they just in the park. They want to turn the lights on, and I mean, so it's changed drastically. I think for the better, but like most things in life, like the balance is important. Because if you do too much skill development, you don't have that competitive spirit, you don't have the reaction, you're too almost robotic. And then if you play too many games, you don't have skill and the discipline. So I always felt like the balance of both. When I was a kid, I grew up close to this gym. I had great coaches, very, very disciplined, fundamental. But when I went to high school, in Midtown Manhattan, I started playing up in the park. It was a whole different style. Two different styles. So when I would come back from the city, my coach would tinker with some things that he didn't like, but the combination of both worked. So being able to play different styles, being able to have, you know, really skill, but also being able to play reaction, react, and not always have to be set, which nowadays, you know, I don't know if you guys are saying the game, but pretty much the whole league now plays, run play. So skill is more important now than ever. Let's take advantage of mismatches. So it's changed drastically in my mind.
Chris, one thing that you do really well, especially translating from a player to a broadcaster, is you make the game super digestible for everybody, no matter their knowledge of basketball. Can you talk a little bit about your transition from player to broadcaster?
Yeah. So I think that's a good way of saying I'm a pretty simple guy. Like I was taught the game, you open your shoes, guard your pass, you don't stand still. As far as like, so I talk from experience, like what I've experienced in my career, whether it be personally, from a team standpoint. I watch a lot. You know, I watch probably a game a day at least. I just did it, you know. Don't turn the ball over, make your free throws, you know, play extremely hard every night, be unselfish. Those things, the teams I played for, the great coaches I played for, they all had the same message. And I think, you know, to your point, as the game has changed, obviously the biggest change has been the amount of three-point shots taken. But the fundamentals of winning do not change in all sports and in life, really. So if the Warriors shoot 53, it's not shoot 53, it's the height, the quality of the shots that they create, right? Are they playing together? Limiting your turnovers. Like last night, they did at 33 assists, only 10 turnovers, but they make their free throws. So the fundamentals of the game, getting back to your point, you know, skill development, the understanding of how to function with four other players,